Hey guys, welcome back. I've got some new product arrivals down here on my layout, and I've got some news to share with you and some updates. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on down here and head to the layout. So the first of my new arrivals includes this Athearn SD70 Ace, cab number 8309. This is the most recent run of the SD70 Ace, just released about a week or two ago through Athearn. Nice details. They haven't really changed much on these. It seems a little weightier though. I don't know if Athearn's really picking up on that, but it seems to have more weight than my first run SD70 Ace. There is a significant difference. Now whether that's just me and my wishful thinking, I'm not sure, but overall, great locomotive. Still the great Tsunami sounds. If you guys want to hear those sounds, be sure to check out my Athearn SD70 Ace review. I prefer you go to my later videos because the first run did not have good sound because of a speaker box enclosure issue where this box wasn't sealed or something. I can't remember the technical names for it. Also, Kansas City Southern to run with my other Kansas City Southern locomotives. This is an SD70 Ace with DCC and sound. Once again, great locomotive, and I really love that KCS gray scheme. I don't know what you call it for sure, but I've got some Southern Bell locomotives, so it'll run great with that. And just great detail on these Athearn Genesis locomotives. They never disappoint. So they've really stepped up their game and fixed some issues. Going on to the third locomotive I purchased, it is the Intermountain ES44 AC. Now this is the most recent run of these, recent rerun. People have been asking me what the changes are on these. There aren't many, if any. Same weight. Same great detail. I did notice the flag appears to be a little bigger. I think that had something to do with outlining. Somebody was telling me. So that's about the only difference in physical appearance. Performance is still good. Weight's about the same. To check out the ES44 in action, you may want to go to my review on that. But overall, same great features, same great loco in this re-release. I had a fourth locomotive to show you. It was a Kato Burlington Northern Santa Fe merger locomotive with DCC and sound, but unfortunately I had to go back. It was cutting out all over the track, and my track has feeder wires every 2 feet or so, so it's not my track, it's something with the locomotive, so I'll be sure to return that. Well, I've already returned it, so that's why you can't really see that locomotive. Now over here I've got my F3 or FP7A, F3B, F7B locomotives. Those are all DCC and sound, and those are recent additions, but you probably already heard about those because they pulled this beautiful California Zephyr set that I've already had on my most recent video. I have done some tweaks to this California Zephyr set. They had some derailing problems. I've made some adjustments with couplers, and I've lubed up every axle to make it run smoother because that set is ridiculously heavy out of the box. I will say that. So if you get this set, you got more than, I don't know, 8 cars, I've got 12. You're definitely going to want to lube up the wheel sets with some wall clipper oil or something to make it smoother and run better, because they were heavy. I mean, I was having problems pulling it with my hand. That's how heavy it was. So anyway, that's about it on the layout. Well, now let's go ahead and check out the internet for my latest giveaway and give you an update on that. Alright, so I got my new Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1 tablet going on here, and we are going to go to a website together. It's www.facebook.com/HOScale product reviews. And here you have my website. I think you have to like it really to look at it, but anyway, on that website, www.facebook.com/HOScale product reviews, you're going to find a giveaway in there, and you're going to find a lot of cool Facebook stuff. Now, that giveaway is for an Athearn ready to roll AC4400 in Heritage scheme with your choice of Heritage scheme for the Norfolk Southern locomotives. And if you get up to 500 likes, which I'm getting in that neighborhood, we're going to upgrade that to an SD70 Ace, just DC with DCC quick plug. And if we get, I believe it is, to 1,000 likes, then we upgrade to DCC and sound. And if we somehow got to 5,000 likes, then we upgrade to an Overland Models locomotive of my choosing with an MSRP of $1065. So overall, pretty good giveaway. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and check it out, www.facebook.com/HO Scale Product Reviews, and the site will be on there. I don't feel like logging in to waste your time and show you what the site looks like, but it's pretty cool, so be sure to check it out. Now while we're on the tablet, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go over to the layout plan I have in store. And I'll tell you why I got this layout plan. Now this is a 56 foot long by 34 foot wide layout plan composed of modules. I haven't finished it yet, but as you see here on the left hand side, I got four lanes of traffic, rail traffic, 4 loops. I've got a huge yard here, and there'll probably be a lot of switching down here because, to be honest, this layout's kind of boring with just a double oval. Now, why am I doing this? Because as you know, I'm maxed out on space down here. I've got it almost wall to wall. The only thing I could do is make it wider, and that would just make my wife mad because then she couldn't get down here and do laundry. Well, I'm in negotiations with a guy that owns a storage facility. It's like a pole barn that's air conditioned and heated, and he's got some space in there. And he's telling me that he can give me at least 65 feet by 45 feet. So I made a 56 foot long and a 34 foot wide, just rough diagram. I mean, I literally did this in Microsoft Paint. So just trying to get an idea of what I wanted in case he goes ahead and gives me the okay and we negotiate a decent price to rent this place out. I'm going to build a super layout composed of modules. This isn't a definite yet. I'm still working on the details, so I'll be sure to keep you updated on if this happens. But if it does, it could be a pretty monstrous layout, pretty huge layout. 56 by 34 is conservative. He's talking about giving me even more space. Now, I'd still have to keep modules because, as you know, I move around a lot. So just moving around, I wouldn't want to build all that and then have to, move it by disassembling it. So I'd want to build modules where it's easy to disassemble. And if I move to an area where I can't have that much room, which I plan on making sure I do next time, but if I can't, I can always put it in storage and only pay like $50 a month or something to store it in like a storage container. So anyway, that's that, and that is about it for today, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. Alright guys, that about wraps it up for today. Before I let you go though, I want to cover a few things. Number one, that giveaway on Facebook ends December 1st, so please, if you're going to like the page, do it before December 1st, because once that midnight on December 1st Eastern comes, there'll be no more likes. Well, you can like it if you want, but you're not be in the giveaway, that's what I mean. Also, speaking of the giveaway, if it's under 500 likes, by the time that December 1st deadline happens, you'll get an AC4400, whoever wins the giveaway, obviously. Probably delivered to you by Christmas, as long as Athearn keeps up their end. That AC4400, obviously, Norfolk Southern Heritage Scheme of your choice. If it gets over 500 likes, then we're talking about stuff that goes into production next year. So yes, a winner will be announced, but they won't actually see their item in their hands until obviously Athearn puts it out. Because I don't have it that good with Athearn where they'll give me a production model or pre-production model to give away. So make sure that you guys realize that if you win the auction or win the contest and it's over 500 likes, then you get an SD70 Ace without sound, or if it gets over 1,000 likes, SD70 Ace with sound, or if it gets over 5,000 likes, it's like Overland Models locomotive. We're talking about stuff that's in production next year, so I'm not really expecting 5,000 likes. I think it's almost impossible. That's why I went ahead and threw an Overland Models in there. Which brings me to my next point. People have given me some constructive criticism on the emails system and emails and YouTube messages, saying that sometimes I project arrogance, and I just want to address that right now. Because I show what I buy, or I show what I buy, like X amount of locomotives or tons of rolling stock or whatever, that makes me arrogant, because I'm showing it off. Well, first of all, anything I'm showing you, it's for review or kind of an overview type purpose, like these locomotives. I told you there weren't any changes, things like that. So yeah, I enjoy sharing with you guys what I have, but I haven't shown you everything I have. I haven't shown you every locomotive I get by any means. There's lots of locomotives I have that I haven't, went on here and said, "Oh, look at this, I got a locomotive, ooh, I'm the best." Fact is, I'm active duty military, guys, so as you guys know, active duty military, there aren't a lot of millionaires rolling around in there. So I'm not a millionaire. I have a good job. My wife has a good job. And we don't have debt. We don't have credit cards. We got one car payment and 2 newer cars. And that car payment on the one car is, pretty small because we only owe half of what the car's value is. So if we were to sell it, we'd get a chunk of change given back to us because the car's value is so much more than what we owe. So all the leftover money, other than investments and savings, can be super concentrated on the only hobbies I have. And I don't have a lot of hobbies. I don't go golfing at different golf courses all over America, or I've done all my partying already. And I lived in Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, Sacramento, California, and Texas. So I was able to go and do all the cool stuff, the theme parks, the beaches, San Francisco, all up and down California, Oregon, all that. So I've had my fun. Now I'm in an area that's landlocked. I'm talking the biggest thing to do here in this area is like a pumpkin patch that opens once a year for Halloween. Or a zoo, and you can only go to the zoo so many times when you get tired of looking at the animals sitting there like, "Help me, they keep me in this little cage." It's depressing. So there's not a lot to do here, so I can super concentrate all the money from not having debt, not having 2 car payments, not having bills really to speak of. I mean, I've got bills, but they're non-debt related bills, the natural stuff like water, sewer, gas, utilities, stuff like that. Obviously house payment, things like that. But I can super concentrate that money and spend it on model railroading, coin collecting, and guns, shooting guns, collecting guns. Those are my 3 hobbies, and model railroading is by far the furthest along hobby of those 3. So out of all of those hobbies, that's where the money is concentrated. Plus, as being military, I'm deployed sometimes 3 or 4 months. I can't spend a penny really because I can't get it delivered. So that means even more money for stuff like this. So I'm not rich by any means. It's just the concentration of money really having a good effect on model railroading. So I've reached fairly high in the military, so I got good pay. I'm only a couple ranks from as high as I can go anyway. So yeah, good pay, but by no means am I rich. And by no means is that bragging and saying, "Look at all the stuff I have." I know there's people with more than me. I know there's people with less than me. We've got, I bought a brass locomotive off of a guy in Reno. Went up to his house, huge gates, huge house, 2 BMW cars in the driveway, huge layout, probably $1 million worth of brass. So obviously that guy, I think it was actually 1 BMW, but still, really nice place, really nice layout, huge layout. I'm guessing $1 million worth of brass. This guy has it like really nice. That is probably the nicest layout I've ever seen, nicest collection I've ever seen. And I've seen a guy that's running Easy Trek. I was that guy. So there's always people with less than you, always people with more than you, and you know what? Do not worry about the rat race. I'm not worried about it. If you think I think I'm king crap, I'm the best ever, trust me, I don't think that at all. I'm here to help you guys out. You saw by the name of my YouTube page, JLWII2000, that I didn't design this this YouTube page to be successful, or I didn't imagine it to be as successful as it is. So it was actually my initials, if anybody's curious, JLWII2000, James Lee Wright, II for the second, and then 2000 was the year I made that username back on a AOL account way back in the year 2000 when I bought a compact laptop and I got free internet with it. So now the YouTube page, I've only been at model railroading for about 2 or 3 years, but I use that user ID for a lot of stuff. So anyway, that's the background of how I really feel. I know I may be conveying myself differently, but I just wanted to clear that up. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for all the blabbering. I just wanted to get all the air cleared, so in case anybody thought that, they could understand that that's not how I am. I just want to help you guys develop as I develop. You learn as I learn. And this layout has a long way to go. I don't think it's anywhere near master model railroader level or anything great. I've got a long way to go myself. I'm just going on the journey just like everybody else. Some people are at different spots of the journey. Some people are further along. Some people are just starting out. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. And look for further reviews in the future. See ya.